What's Clair Obscur mean, and why is it the title of this game? Well, I did some Googling, and Clair Obscur in Latin quite literally translates to light dark, but in French it translates to the Italian word chiaroscuro, which is a painting technique from the Renaissance, and it basically means sharp contrast between light and dark colors. They also use it when they're taking pictures of the moon, apparently, so that's fun. But why'd they name a game after it? Well, my theories and my ideas kind of contain spoilers, so there's your warning. But basically, what I think is the light and dark are the real and painted worlds. The real world is dark, it's upsetting. Verso's dead, this family is torn apart, but the light world is supposed to be the idealized, painted version where there's the painted version of Verso. It's all bright and whimsical and happy. And I think it's also literally seen on the screen where at parts in the game it goes black and white. And those parts I feel like tie the painted world to the real world in a way. Like Mael's nightmares are all in black and white, and that comes from her being Alicia truly in the real world, and that's why it goes black and white. When you're climbing up the monolith and it goes black and white, and you see the painter's memories, those are because that's really Aline's memories of the real world. You could see this all the way up to the ending with the two endings. The one where you side with Verso, it's sad. You go back to the real world and you just stand over Verso's grave. Whereas if you side with Mael, you end up in this idealized, happy place, supposedly. Obviously, it's not right, but she yells with her husband. Gustave and Sophie are back. Everything's all good and nice. And I think on an even deeper level, it's how you feel playing in the game and the tonal shifts. You have these really dark, emotional, heavy moments, but the game is also really funny at times and whimsical and happy and bright. Even the gommage, this horrible thing that happens in this world that kills so many people, it turns them into flower petals. Like, that's normally associated with, like, beauty and stuff. So when you think about it, this is actually a really good overall title to the franchise, and I say that because the devs have specifically said in interviews that the reason they called it Clair Obscur Expedition 33 and not just Expedition 33 is because they wanted to be able to make more games set in this world, but are that like their own stories. Like, this is Expedition 33 story, but because it's such a cool world to explore and stuff, they want to make more games in it, and that's why they created that overarching title of Clair Obscur that they could make a franchise off of. But of course, those are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments, and don't forget to follow.